You know, the more and more this goes on, and we get away from the Kendrick and Drake battle and into post battle era, people commenting and talking more, the more I realize that one, either Drake has paid for a lot of positive promo, which is a possibility, or two, and even worse, man, people commenting on hip hop and speaking on it aren't really fans of it. They're more fans of a guy. And why am I saying this? Well, as some of you know, Esso Heineken got their podcast BagFuel, and the clip has been circulating of them saying that hip hop needs Drake. Hip hop was much funner with Drake around, like he went somewhere or something. And just saying stuff that makes no sense, especially for people who've been in this space to say, unless you put it in other contexts, right? Now let's go ahead and play this clip and comment on it. And honestly, in a way, it's pretty disturbing because you either have one, paid promo, right? Or two, an unnatural, unhealthy attachment to an individual. And then you have commentary that's based on that originates from that. Either way, it's not good. This isn't an unbiased commentary. It can't be because it makes absolutely no sense. And we're going to talk about why. But let's get right to the clip.
Do you think that Drake and Kendrick beef fractured hip hop?
Yes. Yeah. We need Drake. Drake.
All right, we going. There's going to be a lot going on here, so we got to start off with the first part, right?
Do you think that Drake and Kendrick beef fractured hip hop?
Yes.
Fractured hip hop. Okay, I don't think the Drake and Kendrick beef fractured hip hop. First of all, has it divided some fans of each artist? Yes, it has. But fractured hip hop, I disagree with that vehemently. In fact, I've seen nothing but excitement coming from true hip hop fans about what's been happening. We have the clips, we have Tyler, we got Jid, we got hell, even the Baby. I mean, a lot of people, his project didn't get great reviews, but you got Baby, you got a bunch of other people I can't think of right now that's been dropping music. And people been rapping. That's what people have been talking about. I don't see a fracture in hip hop. I see a fracture in fan bases. That is a very, very big distinction. Okay. Anyone who is not a staunch fan of either side, and I'm saying Kendrick and Drake, does not see a fracture. It's just like, oh, well, we didn't really ride with that side anyway. And, you know, they in their feelings about, you know, their guy. And especially if you're a Drake stan, right? You're really in your feelings. But people who just like good music and like to hear good hip hop, there's no fracture. If anything, they're happier, honestly, to tell you the truth. And there's been no paucity of good music being put out, right?
Yeah. We need Drake. Drake, when Drake was around, like when he was at the number one spot, hip hop was still exciting.
We? Who's we? There is no we.
All right. Now we gotta go that we gotta address that part. Who needs Drake? Who's we? Who is this we he talking about? Because last time I checked, there have been a lot of successful projects, like I just mentioned. I ain't going to go through it again. But we don't need Drake. We don't need Drake. And then let's talk about this. Drake has dropped probably 2-3 times more music since the battle than Kendrick. So where did he go? This is what I'm trying to get.
He was at the number one spot. We need Drake. Drake, when Drake was around.
When Drake was around, nigga. First of all, if I'm a Drake fan, there's nothing he's talking about now that really supports your argument or that's good for your guy. Because in a way, he's saying that not only did Drake lose, but Drake been Ja Rule. For real, for real. That's kind of what he's saying. That's the only way you can take it. Because Drake has been nothing but outside. In fact, we got a clip. Let's play this clip real quick.
Mad show tonight. I'm in flipping Brussels. I'm in ones right now. Literally out here, outsideness. Just walking down the roads, nobody.
This nigga said out here in the outsideness, walking down the roads. Nigga, that's what you do when you outside. You walk down the fucking roads, man. What is he talking about?
Even knows I'm here. And out here, look. Just in the road. Shout out to BagFuel, man. Brussels, this is a nice spot right here. Outsideness. Look.
Outsideness.
So blessed. Love taking a walk. Love taking a walk. Cut down the street right here. Shout out to the whole Belgium. Showed love tonight. Yeah, you already know. See you again soon. See you again soon. Grr. Icy. Mad show tonight.
Bro, if that ain't cringe, I don't know what cringe is. Now, and I played this on for a couple reasons. One, I wanted to show this clip because this shit is crazy. But two, it makes my point. Drake has been very active since the battle. Very, very active. So to say like he went somewhere or to intimate that he's gone somewhere or something like that, it's just not even disingenuous, man. It's just not acknowledging the facts. Like I said, he's put out 2-3 times more music than anybody else. And you know, and a couple of the songs actually did fairly well on the charts. Nokia, What Did I Miss? Fairly well, right? Nokia was the best performer out of everything. But he's had other charts. So what is Esso even talking about? So you're either another option. It could be they making this specifically just to get clicks and views and to go viral, and don't believe a word of it. But I either way, man, there's no way that you can believe that any of this is true. It was more fun. I've been seeing people having nothing but fun, dancing, having a good time online, listening to clips, listening to Tyler, listening to so-and-so. Like, I don't, what are they talking about? I've seen no lack of fun being had by people, but we're going to see one of the things that he means right here coming up.
Like when he was at the #1 spot, hip hop was still exciting.
Mhm.
When Drake, after
I love Drake.
When Drake was doing his tour and lighting up the city and everything, it was lit.
Yeah.
Nobody can light up the city. I just said on the other shit with Lord Sco, I said this shit is boring. Nobody's excited. Kendrick is a great rapper. He's dope, but he's not bringing the excitement to it. He's bringing the creativity to it. Drake.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about? What is not exciting about what Kendrick been doing? Even now, but when GNX drop, TV off, squabble up, what is not? I see nothing but people having fun to a good portion of the songs from GNX. Luther's still at the top of the charts. I think it's still in the top 15, but I ain't sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Look at the concerts. Have you seen any of those clips from the concerts? Nothing but people having fun. What is this nigga talking about? What is he talking about? If this ain't fun, if this ain't exciting, what is he talking about? Looks like people having fun to me. Looks like fun to me. Looks like fun to me. So again, what is he talking about? It's not as exciting. And not only this has nothing to do with one bringing creativity, one bringing. So what, is Drake less creative? Is that what he's saying? Is Drake less creative? Well, he is, but what that point doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. All right, his idea of excitement is relative. It's relative, and it's just not based on reality. Honestly, at this point, it's not based on any reality.
Was outside with the whores.
What?
He was all over
there
the
we go.
place. He to it.
Oh, okay. Drake was outside with the whores. That's the excitement that hip hop is missing. Because for some reason, none of these other artists can bring out the whores, huh? Ladies, I'm sorry for using that word. I really am. Like a lot of y'all should feel offended at this. Is that what it is? Drake bring out the hoes? Because there ain't no other rapper out there that bring them out. Do you mean to tell me that of all the rappers performing, ain't no females out there following them around? It's crazy that they judge hip hop, that they judge what's exciting based on if a guy is womanizing or not. The level of womanization is the bar by which they are judging the state of hip hop. This is a grown ass man. I don't know how old he is, but he's probably in his 30s, 40s, or somewhere around there. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. Who's saying that hip hop isn't as exciting anymore because Drake isn't womanizing at the level that he normally does, whatever that is. This is what he's judging it on. Why don't nobody push back on this bull? They don't want people to sit around and push back. There's so many things that you can say to him right now, and not one of these dudes said it.
Over the place. He's mixing and merging with everybody.
Let me show you
know what I'm
something.
saying?
Drake could affect culture just by his gambling slip.
Yeah.
Yo, I bet 2 million on the Chiefs.
The gambling shit is crazy to me.
Just think about that.
That's not affecting culture. That's not affecting culture by a gambling slip. What type of trend you set? I guess you could technically say, oh, but who the fuck wants to be responsible for setting a trend of gambling? Okay, so now we judging an impact on the culture by how many people you can get to gamble. That's what we judging. So look, and I'm pretty sure Kendrick could take that. If he's better than, if you consider him to be more exciting, better than me, because he can get niggas to gamble, go ahead. Go ahead. I'm gonna inspire people to do A, B, C, D, E. What Kendrick been doing, right?
Just his
He
gambling
was adding excitement to it.
Yeah.
Think about this. Drake, he would host awards, NBA weekends, stuff like that. We don't have another artist in hip hop that can do
the
that.
Raptors would be on television because Drake would be sitting front row.
He's sitting on the sideline.
Yes.
He's bringing something. He's bringing a pulse to the culture. And he added excitement to the
What do
culture.
you think the fracture? So now you think, because we were having a big discussion about this the other day, and it's like it feels like people are picking sides.
Of course.
Like you either on the Kendrick side or the Drake side. Like why we got to
Because they're two powerhouses. When you have two powerhouses, it's always a fracture.
There's only one guy, one person that I ever seen toe the line with two powerhouses, and that was Bimmy with Ja Rule and 50 Cent. He's the only person
That's amazing.
I've ever seen that could be around two people that hate each other and come around and yo, what's up? What's popping? I was just with Ja Rule yesterday, but it doesn't matter.
You did it.
Who? I don't know. It wasn't cool. That's why I wasn't there. That's why they got me out of there. Because it wasn't cool for me to be doing that. And I was harmless, but it was just like they didn't know if I was giving people the information that they didn't want people to know.
All right, they talking about that part of it now, so I'm gonna let that part go. But there's so much wrong with this conversation, and what I don't have an issue with people having their opinions about artists and all of that. My issue is when something is obviously, ostensibly, either an outright lie or someone's just trying to manipulate perception. Now, I don't care what you say. Neither of these guys are stupid. There's no way you can tell me that they're not trying to manipulate perception right now. And I don't know if it's because they've been paid. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't got no proof of that. I don't know if it's just because they want clicks and views and they've been struggling. So they're like, hey man, let's go viral. I don't know what it is, but there's no way that either of these guys can sit back and think of what they just said as making any type of sense. So where did Drake go? What about all the music he's put out? What are you saying? If he's not number one, whose fault is that? This ain't got nothing to do with him. And if the people chose Kendrick over him, what is that telling you about what people consider to be exciting, what people consider to be interesting? So they just basically overlooking what the people accept as exciting, interesting, what they want to be a part of. So nothing's stopping Drake from getting to number one but Drake. And if he lost to people, that's because the people chose something else. They want something else. And if people like him want that other stuff, then y'all support that. But everybody else is like, we not on that shit no more. This is what we want. This is the type of music we want to listen to. These are the type of people we want to follow. We don't want that bullshit. He had his time, whatever, when we was young. Yeah, maybe that ain't what we looking for though. And if it was, then he would be doing good with it. But he ain't. And a big part of it is his fault because he's not authentic. So I want to play this short clip real quick from a guy who's actually a Drake fan, because this makes my point and contradicts Esso and what he's saying, and that whole perception, making it like Drake went somewhere and that the reason he's not number one is because of Kendrick, so on and so forth. Let's play it. Let's listen to this real quick.
Y'all remember this tweet? This tweet right here. This tweet went super viral all over Twitter and all over Instagram. All of the hip-hop media pages were posting it, and everybody was saying the same thing in the replies and the comments. Oh, Kendrick did it. Drake is done. Drake's been exposed. No more hits. He's never going to be in the top 10 again. He's never going to be in the top 5 again. This is what people were saying, bro. These were the takes after this tweet came out. But now, since so far, his 2025 has been debuting at number one with an album, selling out shows, having 2 singles reach the top 3, and currently still having the highest selling song released this year with Nokia. Now they want to turn back and say, bro, it's Drake.
All right. So that's a Drake fan, and he's defending his guy. But that point he made right there in that clip is really my point as well. What is Esso talking about? Where did Drake go? Drake been outside this whole time, bro. This whole time. So that's why I'm saying, what's the motivation behind this statement? Because honest, and it looks like hating, low key, like not even low key, shit, high key. Look like hating, man. Look like hating for no reason, man. I just don't get why these guys just can't be straight up with their takes. If you like a guy better than another guy, say you like him. Why be disingenuous about shit? Why try to manipulate reality, augment reality? You're trying to give people this augmented reality. And the craziest part is we fucking see it. We know it's bullshit. You can't even spin it in a way that it might be believable. No, bro. Drake been outside. As he just showed you, he's walking the streets and shit. You know what I'm saying? In Brussels and all that bullshit. He been out. He been putting songs out. He been putting mad music out. If Drake ain't number one, it's because of him and the people. And if the people ain't choosing that, that should tell you everything you need to know about what people really think is exciting, what people really want to listen to, and what people really accept. Period. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll check you out on the next one.